Return to the beautiful Performing Arts Center, where this is night number 2 of the Cowboy Gathering with cowboy poetry and cowboy music. Let's go in and listen.
All day were those cowboys who play, going back to the Alabama hills. Now it's just outside of Lone Pine, off Route 395. Head west towards Whitney Park, where the mountains touch the sky. There within a valley, when the morning winds are still, you'll find the rock formations on the Alabama hills. Now they're unlike any boulders you've seen anywhere. When I see them on the TV, I say, hey, I've been there. Well, perhaps a freak of nature, or maybe better still, the Lord's own cowboy playground, the Alabama hills. I'm going back to the Alabama hills, where those heroes of mine used to ride. I'm gonna roam all day where those cowboys would play, going back to the Alabama hills. Now there's a ghost within that lingers in the air. All the cowboy heroes used to gather there. And down Lone Ranger Canyon, when those morning winds are still, I hear their voices calling from the Alabama hills. I'm going back to the Alabama hills, where those heroes of mine used to ride. I'm gonna roam all day where those cowboys would play, going back to the Alabama hills. I'm gonna roam all day where those cowboys would play, going back to the Alabama hills. Sundown once again out on the prairie. We can hear the coyotes' lonesome cry. We're gathered round
state, but it's going to double its population thanks to a lot of people here. Because in about a week, the Sturgis Rally is going to be on. And all those noisy motorcycles are going to be headed to Sturgis. It's called Rebel Rouser. Perhaps it was a winter that was too darn long and cold, or maybe turning 50 made him afraid of getting old. Whatever was the problem that was lodged between his ears, the wind that overtook him nearly drove his wife to tears. It happened one spring day last year when sorting off some cows, and when they broke for coffee and they headed to the house, he told her he was thinking that they both could use a break, and he thought a nice vacation was something they should take. Well, the first thing she thought of was he'd probably want to go to Deadwood or to Cheyenne to some blasted rodeo. But he said that come next August, when the haying was all done, he'd like to go to Sturgis and take in all the fun. He said he heard folks talking about that rally and the hogs and the concerts and the people. They say they come in mobs. Well, the first thing she asked him is how the heck they'd go, because their 20-year-old Ford pickup would sure not fit that show. Well, he told her not to worry. He knew just what to do. He'd found a motorcycle that was just as good as new. It was in the one-ad section in a paper that he saw, and $800 isn't bad for a good used Yamaha. Well, he bought that good used cycle and he broke her in real good because he'd ride around the barnyard and the whole darn neighborhood. And then he welded up a trailer in his shop one rainy day so they could take their tent along and have a place to stay. Well, she thought that he was crazy, but it got worse than that. He started growing whiskers and let his hair grow down his back. He said that he must look the part so he would fit right in, and he told her she should get some clothes that showed a little skin. They say she almost killed him with a look upon her face, but it seemed like it was no time when she would take her place behind him on that Yamaha, that trailer hooked behind, and off they went for Sturgis like the blind leading the blind. Well, they hadn't got an hour on this 7-hour trip when it felt like rigor mortis had just settled in her hip.